Good afternoon on what is a warm, bright and sunny day. It is Wednesday, March the 19th, and I'm in the reading nook with a nice hot cup of tea and a box to continue unboxing. So what I've got in here is a copy of The Witches of World War II. Now this is written by Paul Cornell, who has plenty of experience in sort of like writing about the occult. He's written for Doctor Who and both Marvel and DC Comics. So, this magic kills fascists. Inspired by a true story, The Witches of World War II follows a coven of witches as they embark on a mission to help defeat the Nazis with magic. In the darkest hours of World War II, Doreen Volante, an expert on British folklore and the occult, is approached by British intelligence who tell her that they know she's a witch, and that's how she can best serve her country. Together with the most evil man in the world, a hard-nosed white witch, the grizzled founder of Wicca, and a professional exorcist and conman, Volante will travel deep into the heart of Nazi-occupied Europe and gamble her life, her belief, and her powers on a mission to help capture Rudolf Hess, second in command to Adolf Hitler himself. So this sort of ties into sort of the growing belief in the occult, sort of like during the 20th century, both in Britain and Germany, Nazi belief in the occult as well, and the attitude towards witches in the period during World War II, because I think the last prosecution of witchcraft was in World War II. Famously the New Forest witches. And the house where the witch lived, or the coven was still exists. So you can actually go and visit sort of like the village, and the village kind of capitalizes a bit upon it. So that's his chapter one. Got really nice, clear color artwork. It's generally really nicely done. And this looks absolutely, a really great, fun read, but it's also, of course, serve as inspiration for, bit of nudity there, for your occult Nazi punching role-playing games. Of course, Acton Cthulhu from Modifius Entertainment. It does touch upon elements of the terror there, and notes that sort of like the central location, literally just marked here, is the New Forest, essentially the home of the New Forest witches. And then, yeah, really like the look of this. The artwork is fantastic. It's got a very nice kind of slightly pulpy feel to it. Not quite bande dessinée, but getting there. Weird encounter. In the toilets. Don't think that's necessarily Churchill, but wouldn't surprise me if you caught Churchill on the toilet, as it were. And that collection of Nazism is sort of like, you do have the black sun symbol there. So one of the sort of the fascist occult symbols. There we go. No, he's not definitely Churchill, because he's the one in charge there, as you can see. So As I say, looks a lot of fun. Looking forward to reading this. Oh, yeah, very dark. Occult story. And of course, the terrible encounter there. I think she just killed Churchill. So I'm not quite sure what it looks to be quite a convoluted plot, but at the same time, genuinely an exciting read. And even takes you to Beversberg, basically sort of like Nazi SS redoubt. So, you know, really makes it sort of like a confrontation between sort of like Western European occultism and Nazi occultism. And this will be taking place early in the war because sort of like by the time, you know, we get into the main war, Rudolf Hess will have made his way to Scotland in an attempt to sue for peace, weirdly. But there we go. And hey, yes, we do get a Nazi punching scene. And I sort of love how the fact that sort of like throughout this, she's got really kind of almost horned hair there. So that brings the story to a close. Got a nice piece. Oh, this is interesting. Fact and Fiction, afterward by Professor Ronald E. Hutton, Professor of History at University of Bristol, and Parton, or should that be patron of the Doreen Valiente Society. That he's a specialist on folklore and the occult. Often turns up on television programs to give, you know, basically more background and so on. Afterward by the author, including more sketches and notes on the research sources. That's a nice addition. And biographies of the author and artists. So that is The Witches of World War II. Great looking graphic novel, adventure. Looking forward to reading that. And if you're interested in sort of like in pulp action, World War II stories, perfect. In the meantime, I do hope you enjoyed this unboxing in the Nook. If you did, then please do click on the like button down below. And of course, if you've got any comments or feedback, I do appreciate you taking the time to post those. And lastly, if you want to be alerted to yet more unboxings in the Nook, where you'll see me out here with a box containing a book or game or in this case, a graphic novel, which I will unbox and chat about to the best extent of my knowledge for roughly 10 minutes or so, all of course accompanied by a nice hot cup of tea. Then please do click on the subscribe button down below. Thanks again for watching another unboxing in the Nook. I will be back again soon with another one. Bye for now.